Everybody. Excuse me. It is July 6th, 2017. My name's Leslie from Under the Sea Fabrics. Sorry about my voice. I've had a virus last week, and then this week I have sinus skunk. So I will probably be reaching for tissues and drinking tea throughout this video, which I hope is not going to be too long, but it might be. I'm not sure. I have finishes. I have whips. I have new merchandise for the Under the Sea Fabric shop. I have haul. I have my mind's blanking. It's what you get when you're sick. You shouldn't be recording when you're sick. But I have haul, and yeah, that's about it. Oh, and I have the July Fabric of the Month for Under the Sea Fabrics, and I'm going to start with that. So right now I have over 200 people in the Fabric of the Month Club. I have a lot of people who are still asking, when can I join? When are there going to be openings? I have decided to wait until I get down under 200 people to start adding people again. By myself. I mean, and I have Teddy and other people come in and Serge occasionally to help me out. But still, I do most of it myself. And it's just more than 200 people's just too much. So once I get down to about 175, and people are, I get people who, one or two people who drop a month. So, and after all the stuff that happened last couple of months with the work on the house, I actually lost, 20 something people, which is fine. Like I said, I'm at that point in where I need to get down a little bit farther, and so I've just decided that once I get a little bit lower, I will start adding people. I'll make an announcement. I haven't figured out how to set up the website to allow me to do a wait list yet, but I'm going to call my host and see if there is a way to do that. So let me start with Fabric of the Month. Those who follow me on Facebook or Tracy P on Facebook probably know she came to visit me last month for a couple of days, and we went to go to a concert. But while she was here, she said, can we work on a fabric together? It'll be our love child. And I said, absolutely. Give me an idea, and let's figure it out. So she said she wanted pink with gray. So that's what we have. It is like a corally pink with some gray kind of mixed in. This is on linen. The name of the fabric is Love Child, obviously, still her idea. And this is on Lugana, or even weave. In general, Ada will dye a little bit closer to Lugana, and Joanne will dye a little closer to linen, but nothing gets as dark as linen, so that's Love Child. That's the July Fabric of the Month. I'm working on something right now. I have an idea for a really nice neutral with like some orange tones to it, like really thinking Halloween neutral color. That is my plan for next month. If the test dyes come out like the way I envision them in my head, that's what we're having for next month, like a neutral with some oranges in it. So while I'm talking about Under the Sea Fabrics, let me go ahead and talk about some new stuff we have in the shop. Right now, I'm working on bulk needle orders. When I posted on the Facebook page, I said, I wanted to order bulk needles for myself. And I said, well, this is how much it costs. That's a little pricey. Just order needles for myself. Maybe I'll open it up to everybody. 10 people will order. We'll split 1,000 between 10 of us. Fine. I did not expect 150 people to order needles, and so as of right now, I have ordered 10,000 needles. I have Bowen size 28 and 26, and then I've ordered John James regular size in 28 and 26, and I have ordered John James Petite in 28 and 26. Right now I've gotten the John James regulars in 26 and 28 in stock, and I've gotten the 28 26's Bowens in, like, the first batch. I blew out what my distributor had. I blew out what a second distributor had, and now I've applied for an account directly with Bowen in France. So I'm hoping to get the next 5,000 needles in the next month, so that those of you who have already paid for your needles can get them. Once I have them all and I've got them distributed, I'm going to add bulk needles to the website so that you can order them in batches of 25, 50, or 100. I know when I like to order needles in large batches because you never know when you're going to lose them. Excuse me. Like I said, I have this terrible sinus infection. You probably, I know you can hear it in my voice. Another thing is that I've got these great Arctic cups in stock. They have been powder coated in colors. This one's purple with glitter in it. It's hard to see the glitter. And I've had them custom engraved. This one says I run on hot tea, cross stitch, and sarcasm. I have them with two different sayings in 20 ounce and in 30 ounce. I've got about 15 of them in stock now. And I'm going to put them up on the website. And if they come out and everybody, and if y'all like them, I hope, we'll sell more. I'm also planning to offer engraved glassware with some neat cross-stitch sayings. If you have ideas for those, please let me know. There's something you'd like to see on a glass. So, the other colors I have are this one. It's like Tiffany box blue. I'm sorry for the glare. I'm sitting in front of a window, so the light's pretty well. So it's good. Kind of. I mean, it's good. This is accurate. This is just bright. I have teal. This is a teal blue. It has black writing. This one says, I run on caffeine, cross stitch, and sarcasm. This one's a red one. This is another 30 ounce with black writing. It says, I run on caffeine, cross stitch, and cuss words. And then the last color I have is like a bright pink. This is not accurate. It's like closer to this color pink. Like the sun is making it look a lot more coral than it is, but it's like a really bright pink, like a hot pink, and it says I run on tea and cross stitch and sarcasm. So those are the cups. The small ones are 48. The big ones are 52. I know they're very expensive, but they're custom powder coated and they're custom engraved. So that kind of is what makes them so expensive. But I'm going, please excuse the dogs. My mother-in-law just got here and she's bringing her new dog, so I imagine everything's about to get really kind of loud right behind me. Another thing I just got into the shop is the Mill Hill Caribbean Santas. So this guy is the Barbados Santa. This is the Jamaican Santa. And then where'd the other one go? There's a third one. Oh, there he is. He's hiding from me. And this is the Trinidad Santa. Can you open the door for her? Thank you. Can you close it again now? Joel? Do you mind closing the door again? Thank you. And this is the Trinidad Santa. I'm going to put all of these up on my website. I think they're adorable. I ordered a set for myself because I like the Mill Hill kits and I like to see what they look like kind of before I offer them up, because you never know. In general, my plan for Under the Sea Fabrics is right now I just do a lot of fabric. I'm planning to order a lot more accessories and offer a few more charts. I do want to stick to like the nautical and seaside theme for the charts. So, sorry, don't want the trash can. So that's kind of what I would like to do. So that will probably be the theme going forward on the website as I add stuff, as I start getting stuff in stock, things like that. I also ordered these little Christmas palm Mill Hill kits. I love the little flamingo. I love the palm tree with the lights. Now, those of you who know me personally know that instead of a regular pine Christmas tree, we have a palm tree. And I was like, it looks like my Christmas tree. So I had to order it. And so I have a few extra of those. Those are going to go up on the website when I do a big update in the next few weeks. Last thing I got in for the shop was Renaissance Mermaid from Mirabilia. She just came in. Like, I opened up the box to bring her in here to show her off and hit play. So UPS dropped her off a few minutes ago. I imagine after I'm done recording and uploading this, I will spend the next few hours packing her up to mail off to the people who ordered her. I already started because I get one auto ship copy and that came last week, so I already started for myself. I had 4 finishes in the last couple months. I did all 4 of the Bellas from Nora Corbett, and I told myself if I could finish them before July 1st, then I was going to start something new without any guilt. So that's kind of what I did. So first, let me show you. Of course, I tossed them on the floor. 1 second. Sinus infection. If you lean down, that whole pressure thing, just like, oh, I'm sorry. So, the first one I finished was Bella Rose. Where is she? Here she is. And she's stitched on Iced Grapes, Opal Cashel from Under the Sea Fabrics, of course. I bought these 2 fat quarters to kind of be what I finish her with. I'm leaning towards this one right at this moment. I think this might be a little too light. I don't know. But I like that there's some corals in this because there's some coral pinks in the roses. So, I don't know. On the screen, this one definitely looks better. And then the second one I finished was Bella Butterfly. I know I've shown you a couple of these. I finished the last 2 on the same day and haven't done a video since. So, I think this is the one I had picked out for Bella Butterfly. And she is also done on Iced Grapes Opal Cashel from Under the Sea Fabrics. I really like this print, and I like that it has some of the orange to kind of pull out the butterflies. The third one I finished was Bella Hydrangea. This is on, I should do it like this so you can see more of her. This one is done on Ophelia from Opal Cashel from Under the Sea Fabrics. I really like this boutique as well. So, and then the last one I finished was, excuse me, Bella B. I think she's my favorite of all of them. I really like her little pink ice cream cone looking thing. I think this is the one I was planning for her. from this direction, you can kind of see a little bit better how I really like how that the peachy works with the peach in her headband. So the plan for those is they're going to have a strip of fabric around them and a backing, and then they are going to hang from these bell hook hardwares. So that's my plan for them. I have 4 of these. So part of the reason I'm doing this today while I'm sick is because I wanted to show these to you, and I'm sending them off this afternoon. My finisher also bought the mermaid pattern, so if I'm going to send these off, I wanted to show them to them. I had to make the video before they went on their way. So I'm very excited to be done with those. And now that I am, and I'll be happy to get them kind of on their way to the finisher, to be honest. I love them. I think they're very pretty. But they are very, like, you know, you work on like, I was focused. That's all I worked on for the last 2 months. So now I was just done with them. So I told myself if I finish them on, if I finish them before July 1st, then I could start something new. So I finished them on June 29th, so with 2 days to spare. So I started, this is the Renaissance Mermaid that I just showed you. So, her. And this is on Shimmery Azure Opal Cashel from Under the Sea Fabrics. And these are both needle minders from Cassie's Needle Minders. This one's one of Cassie's husband's originals. So since I started her, I just decided I didn't have the Krennic in my stash. So I'm just kind of using, I have so much thread. I'm a bit of a silk whore. So I have so much thread. And I decided to use my own stash. So let me pull her back. Alright, so this dark gray is supposed to be this Krennic, this silver Krennic. And I chose to use this dark silk lame braid instead. Sorry, it's in a bag. And then this light silver, it looks like silver. It's supposed to be this blue. This is 0148 gel, so this sky blue Krennic, and I decided to go really different on this one, and I am using this, let's see if I can get a good picture of it. Might be impossible with the lighting. Oh, there we go, that's a little bit better. It's, there you go, now you can really see it. It's a variegated blue and silver treasure braid. So, and there are definitely areas where it looks like blue instead of silver, and areas where it looks silver instead of blue, which I think is kind of the way a fish is, where the colors kind of go apart. My friend Karen from Meridian Design, I sent her my original copy of this because you see this swath of hair. I asked her to remove this part so that instead of her being covered, one of her breasts would be showing, because I really appreciate nude artwork, and so I wanted her. And to be honest, I think it looks a little more natural than that one piece of hair coming over. There's still the long piece that goes off to the side, but I guess now, oh, my other whip. For 4th of July, I decided I was either going to work on Let Freedom Ring or One Nation by Gun Stitches. and One Nation was just calling the loudest, so that's what I worked on. And I'm still working on it. I started the white stripe at the bottom. And you can see I've started on New Hampshire. I'm going to finish that stripe before I pick Renaissance Mermaid back up. I think that stripe has New Hampshire, Virginia, and New York on it. So if you haven't seen this pattern before, it is all of the stripes are the states of the U.S., but they are on there in the order that they were added to the Union. So Delaware was the first to ratify the Constitution, and then Pennsylvania, etc., etc. This one I've been working on for a couple of years, and because honestly, kind of stitching the stripes gets really boring. So every so often I pick it up and I'm like, okay, let me finish a stripe, and then I put it back away. So I think back in February I finished that red stripe right there, and then now I'm going to finish this one and get Virginia and New Hampshire and New York on there, and then it'll probably go back in the bin for a few months. This fabric is probably my favorite piece of fabric I've ever dyed. It is brown sugar on on Newcastle, so it's 40 count. If I had stitched it on 32, 30, anything smaller than 40, it would have had to go on a fat half because it's huge. But I will have, I think, just at 3 inches at the top and bottom on 40 count. And I'm not using the called for colors. I'm using, the blue is Gloriana Midnight. The red is Gloriana Schoolhouse Red, and the white is Belsois Oatmeal Scone. And since I decided to use silk, by doing it on 40 count, I only had to use 1 strand, which means I only had to buy half the yardage that it called for. So that was another factor to doing it on 40, not having to buy as much silk. Okay, let me... That's better. I got a few other things for myself in the last couple of weeks, month. This is probably a couple of months worth of stuff that's just kind of been sitting around, and as I've been cleaning and unpacking stuff, and I've been kind of, let me put this in a pile for the next time I make a video. So, I just got these today. They're the Little House Needleworks Early Americans. So, Betsy Ross, there we go, now you can kind of see it right there. Betsy Ross, John Hancock, and Martha Washington. I really like this series. I really like, I've seen somebody doing it with the balances, like the red, white, and blue balances as a border, doing it all together. I have not decided how I'm going to do it. I might wait and see how many people, like, see how more people finish theirs and then decide. I bought this at my local stitch shop because Tracy P. pulled it out of a random box, and I just really liked it. She's like, here, this is for you, and she was right. So it's a sampler by C Street Sampler Works. It's a reproduction, I think. No, it can't be a reproduction. It's not. They just do reproduction. It's called Queen of the Sea. So it's got the Shakespearean quote from Midsummer's Night Dream, the Rude Sea Silver Letter Song. So Shakespeare, mermaid, sampler, all the things I love in one pattern. I've been collecting these for the last few months. Oh, one of them I messed up, but so I managed to put them all in a pile together at one time, instead of just kind of, oh, this was in this box, and this was in this box. As I've been unpacking my office and finding my stash, I've been, like, finding stuff. So, this is the Year Long by the Sea patterns from Jeanette Douglas. So this one's spring. This one's winter. I love that whale. He makes me incredibly happy. This one is summer. And then this one is autumn. One of them, and I suspect it's going to be that thing. I'm going to take it out and put a mermaid in, so there's a mermaid on here. But all 4 patterns go together to make one complete design. I did not buy, I thought about buying like the little thread packs for these, but since they all use the same colors, I just decided that I would just buy whole skeins. So I don't plan to start anytime soon, so I'm just gonna be like, oh, when I see something on sale, I'll buy more of that, and kind of do it like that. Another one I got is called Stitching by the Sea from Scissors Tail Designs. This one I did buy a thread pack for. So this is Jeanette Douglas Cape Cod vignettes. The only one I really like's the one with the lighthouse, but I did buy the thread pack because I got the Mermaid Berry from Erica Michaels. I have a handful of her patterns, like a couple, 3 or 4 with like little mermaids that eventually I want to do and put in a basket. And then the last thing I got for myself, I found this at the Tinsmith's Wife. It is called Dead Man's Chess Set from Plum Street. I didn't realize it was out of print until Tracy told me, but I bought it thinking that I would stitch it for my husband, who likes pirates and chess sets. He collects chess sets and he collects Lego pirate ships. And he saw it and went, eh. So, I don't know what I'm going to do with it. I might sell it. I might do a giveaway. I don't know. I have no idea what my plan is for that because he doesn't want it, so I'm not going to stitch it for him. I'm not going to waste my time doing that. And then when I went to the Tinsmith's Wife, I got 2 cards of Treasure Braid. So this is 158. And this is, what color is this? 119. Well, that's a good, it's like a good teal. And then I got a card of PB07. So, and the last thing I got these today. My mailman dropped it off today. I bought a little needle minder from Stitchy Box, and it's a little beagle. It's a Toby needle minder. I bought it because it's Toby. I like him. He's a butthead, but I like him, so I think that's about it. So, thanks for sticking around. I know I sound horrible, but hopefully, you know, next time I make a video I won't sound like I have the plague. So thanks for watching, and happy stitching.